Kripamahi tvam sharanam prapanna vrinde namaste charanarvindam. Bhajami radham aravinda netram smarami radham madhurasmitasyam. Vadami radham karuna bharadram tato mamanyaste gatir nagati. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my sister and pranams thousands of times to the Lord Shri Paramadham Guru Padma. Om Vishnu Par Stotra Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shri Gurudev. Secondly, I offer my sister and pranam thousands of times to the Lord Shri Mashi Rupanu Gauri Guru Varga. I offer my sister and pranam to all simple Vaishnava Vaishnavis. Continuing reading from Shri Guru Darsana. Chapter 27, defending the property of Shri Guru. One day, Srila Gurudev saw two brahmacharis fighting in the temple courtyard. They picked up bamboo sticks and struck each other so violently that blood flowed. Gurudev thought, are they devotees or animals? Meanwhile, Acharya Kesari was sitting outside his room, within view of the scene, chanting peacefully without intervening. Gurudev approached Acharya Kesari and humbly asked, "O Guru Maharaj, please tell me, why aren't you rebuking the brahmacharis for their behavior?" "That is not my duty," Acharya Kesari said. "If they were following me, they would be humble. They are acting like animals, so why should I worry about them? I am here solely to serve Guru and Gauranga. I will help anyone who comes with a desire to serve, even if they have a bad nature. But if they would rather fight over sense enjoyment, then they should leave." Shortly after, the brahmachari stopped fighting and approached Acharya Kesari, each defending his own side and claiming the other was at fault. "You can go to the police to settle your dispute," Acharya Kesari said. "This is not the place for such nonsense. If you want to practice bhajan, I shall help you. Otherwise, you can leave immediately." Acharya Kesari was a strict authority and did not tolerate activities unfavorable to bhakti. He was reared in a family that owned and rented vast amounts of land. Entire villages paid their dues to his family. As a young man, he often dealt with difficult situations and unruly tenants. Later, while living in Mayapur, he was an expert manager of the Gaudiya Mats. Having a grave disposition, he never took sides in personal disputes between temple residents. However, if anyone attacked the temple whatsoever, he became like a lion defending God's property. Accordingly, his godbrothers gave him the title Acharya Kesari, the lion-like preceptor. The Devananda Gaudiya Mat compound included a large field where the devotees cultivated vegetables. In those days, Acharya Kesari had insufficient funds to construct a fence around the property to protect the land. To protect the land, the brahmacharis surrounded the area with thorn bushes. Still, buffaloes and other animals entered the garden, consuming and destroying the vegetation. Herdsmen would intentionally allow their drove to enter the area. Gurudev and the brahmacharis tried repeatedly to protect the tract of land, but the herdsmen came late at night while everyone was asleep, allowing their drove to eat everything. Intending to stop the intruders, Srila Gurudev kept vigil one night. The herdsmen arrived at midnight, fully intoxicated and rowdy. To their surprise, Gurudev drew a large stake and began to drive the buffaloes away. Startled, the herdsman yelled, "Why are you driving our herd away? Why are you destroying our temple's farm?" Gurudev shouted back, "I won't tolerate such unlawfulness." Ignoring his questions, the herdsmen assailed Gurudev. Undaunted, Gurudev struck them with his stick. The scene became hysterical as the drunken men called out to one another and retreated. The perpetrators returned to their village and instigated their neighbors to defend them. That same night, an angry mob returned, and surrounded the temple compound. By this point the police were involved and trailed behind the horde. The commotion roused Acharya Kesari. After hearing a brief summary of the affair, he told Gurudev, "Go inside while I talk with officers." Acharya Kesari approached the head officer who said, "We are here to arrest the man who beat the herdsman. Hand him over." Acharya Kesari calmly escorted the officers into the compound and offered them seats, saying, "Please tell me how one person could fight alone against so many." A large band of these men came with their herds to ravage our land. They come on a regular basis and allow the animals to eat our vegetables. Tonight they were drunk and attacked our brahmachari when he confronted them. In the midst of the confusion, they beat each other and ran away, shouting like madmen. "Where is the man who fought with them?" the officers asked. "We want to see him immediately." "First examine these drunken buffalo herders," Acharya Kesari said. "Ask them how one man could beat all of them." The police questioned the herdsmen and observed their drunken state. Upset by their behavior, the police said, "If you ever come back and disturb this temple, we will beat and imprison you." They told Acharya Kesari, "Call for us if they return to disturb you. We will protect the temple." At that moment, Gurudev came out of the inner room and introduced himself. The officer said, "Oh, it's Tiwariji. Are you the same distinguished inspector who recently left his post? We have heard about your eminent composure, but were never able to meet you." They were pleased to meet the esteemed Narayan Tiwari and engaged in friendly exchanges before dispersing the crowd and securing the temple on their leave. Acharya Kesari was impartial when the two brahmacharis had previously been selfishly fighting, yet protected Srila Gurudev in this instance because he was defending the temple. Acharya Kesari told Srila Gurudev, "One who acts against the rules of Dharma must pay the consequences, but you must be qualified in order to discipline others. By surrendering to God, your life will be successful. Otherwise, you will fail the test during the challenging circumstances." When Ravan stole Sita Devi from Ram, Hanuman jumped across the sea and burnt down Ravan's city of Lanka. This was true humility. Devotees are submissive to Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas and tolerate all attacks upon themselves. But showing deference to demons is the sign of a coward, not a devotee. Acharya Dev concluded, "You never need to worry. Krishna is protecting you." Last time we heard Prabhupada was saying that he quoted this one slok that said, "Kapikul Danya Kore Veer Hanuman." That Hanuman, he has made the monkey race or the Kapikul. Kapi means Vanara. He made their race successful. How? Because you can see that how Hanuman, day and night he was serving Sri Ram. In all ways. Gurudev describes that Hanuman is the embodiment of Dasya Bhakti, Dasya Ras. There is no service that Hanuman would not do. Everything. Anything that was required, he would serve Sri Ram. And with so much enthusiasm also. If it was necessary, he would pick Ram and Lakshman and put them on his shoulders, and he would make his form very, very big. And then he would carry Ram and Lakshman here and there. Or, like we know when Ram was staying in Sugriv's kingdom at Rishimukh Parvat, that time he had made an agreement. Actually, when he had first come to that area, that time Sugriv, Jambavan, and Nal and Neel, a few other monkeys, they were staying in exile. Because Sugriv and Bali had been fighting over a dispute. Originally, Sugriv and Bali were brothers. And Bali was the king. And Sugriv was his prime minister. There was one demon, his name was, I think, Mahishasur. He used to come all the time and in in a drunken state, he used to come and he used to challenge Bali, shout from outside the kingdom, "Oh, come and fight. You're a coward there hiding behind the veil of your wife. Come outside, be a man and come and challenge, fight with me." Then Bali could not tolerate it, so he came out and started fighting with his Mahishasura. And the battle was going on back and forth for a long time. And finally, it happened that Mahishasura, being overpowered by Bali, he ran and hid into a cave. Because Bali was no ordinary monkey. He was so powerful that even one time when he was so powerful that he said that he could, every day he would perform, every morning for his puja, he would collect water from the 7 oceans. He would do achman and collect water from the 7 oceans. Does not mean the 7 salty oceans you see here. That means he could go from Jambudweep to all the other dweeps here and there, all over Bhumandal. He was so powerful. And he said that one time he was there and Ravan came. Ravan heard about the prowess of Bali. So he came there to challenge Bali. So Bali was doing his achman, doing his puja, offering water into the ocean. And Ravan came behind him and said, "Hey," started challenging him, laughing and trying to challenge him for a fight. And Bali, what did he do with his tail? He picked up Ravan, bound him and put him under his armpit like this. He kept him there. And then from there he started jumping here and there to all the different oceans, continuing his puja. After he finished his puja, then he let Ravan out. He said, "Now what were you saying?" Then Ravan was like, "Oh, I've come to make alliance with you, make friendship with you." So then Bali then accepted his friendship. So Ravan and Bali were sort of like on neutral terms in that way. So Ravan did not disturb Bali anymore. So Bali was so powerful. He was not an ordinary monkey or Vanara. So this Mahishasura, he was getting beaten very, very badly, so he ran inside the cave. And Bali then ran after him and entered that cave. Meanwhile, Sugriva was there. Bali told Sugriva, "You wait here till I come out." So he was waiting there for a long time and he heard sounds. And finally he heard someone screaming and then he saw that a whole lot of blood started flowing out of the cave. And he thought, "Oh my God, my brother has been killed. The demon has killed my brother." So then he thought, in order to prevent the demon from coming out, I should do something. So he found a big stone, a big boulder, and he blocked the mouth of that cave. And he went back. And then he was very sad and he informed the kingdom, everyone, that, "Oh, my brother has died." And then Sugriva was appointed king. So at that time, Bali, he was trying to find his way out of the cave. He couldn't find the door. Finally he realized, "Oh, someone has blocked me in." So then when his fist, he smashed a hole into the side of the mountain and he came out. And he returned back to his kingdom. And what did he see there? He saw his brother sitting on the throne. And he became so angry. "Oh, you have betrayed me. So you could steal my kingdom, you locked me into that mountain." And then Bali became inimical to his brother Sugriva. And he began fighting with Sugriva. But Sugriva was no match for Bali. So Sugriva tried to explain, "No, my brother, I would never do that. I am devoted to serving you all, obviously. And I'm your loyal younger brother. Don't think like that." But then Bali was too much enraged and too much in anger, he couldn't think straight. And he began fighting with Sugriva. And Sugriva had to escape there with Jambavan and Nalini and Hanuman and others. So that party they went where? To Rishimukh Parvat. Rishimukh Parvat was one place where Bali could not go. Because he said that when there was another demon that Bali had killed, the buffalo demon. The body was very, very big. So Bali picked that up and he threw it. And as he threw it all the way from his kingdom and all the way like a really long distance. But as it was flying, the blood and everything from that body was rained down on Rishimukh Parvat. And there, that Rishi, his name is the Guru of Savari, Mandara Rishi, I forget his name anyhow. He Matanga Rishi. Matanga Rishi became angry. Who has disturbed my bhajan? Saw the blood dropping. He said, I curse. That person ever comes here, his head will explode. So then Bali heard of the curse. So he realized, oh, Rishi Mukparvat is a place where I can never go. If I go there, then by the Rishi's curse, my head will explode. So Sugriva and Hanuman, Nalnir, and Jambavan, they all knew this fact. So they ran and they took shelter there in Rishi Mukparvat. By that time, Matanga Rishi had already entered into Samadhi. And Sabari was taking care of his ashram. So Bali could not go to that place. So when Ram and Lakshman, they came in search of, looking for Sita, they came to this forest, Kishkinda. Kishkinda is where it is in South India, in Karnataka, that area. And we were staying in Raichur, in Sindhan with Prabhuji. That time it took us for Darsana in Kishkinda. Even today you go there, you can see all these places. There's Rishi Mukparvat, there's the forest there, the place where Ram, Bali, shot Bali, and there is the place, Hanuman's birthplace, Anjaneya Parvat. There's also Navavrindavan, the Tungabhadra river. If you go there, then you realize, you can really see Ram lila in front of your eyes there when you go there. It's so amazing. When you go to, like when we go to Navavrindavan, it's an island in the middle of the Tungabhadra river. Not such a big river, small river. So there, the mountains there, when you look at them, they're very extraordinary. They are like big boulders that have been placed on top of each other like this and that. Like a child will take some stones and place them like this, make a mountain. The mountains look like that. They're big, separate, round rocks, just sitting on top of each other with spaces in between them, and caves. So the Vanaras, they built these mountains with their own hand. They took these stones and they placed them here and there. And they built these big structures, and they were living inside the caves. It's not one solid rock, but made out of many boulders. Even today you can go, you can see, it's very extraordinary. We went to Navavrindavan. Navavrindavan is a place where Madhvacharyas, all the acharyas they are placed in, many of the acharyas are placed in the samadhi there. Padmanabha Tirtha and many others. It's called Navavrindavan. The locals, they think it all. Navavrindavan means Navagraha, the 9 planets. And they go there to worship that purpose. But if you go there, you can see there's a combined deity of Bhima, Hanuman, and Madhvacharya. The 3 of them, the deity is one form. And the samadhis of all these acharyas of Madhvacharya there, called Navavrindavan. They say Vrindavan means group. And so this Navavrindavan is the place where the acharyas, they come and they unite with the Ishtadev. They enter into samadhi there. They enter into the Lord's eternal abode. So when we were there, then I saw those mountains, and then I went inside the cave. I was walking around there. I could see it was going so far here and there, here and there. There was no end to it. And finally came out one side of the mountain like this. It's like really big. And really, who knows how far those caves go. And also, and there in Rishi Mukparvat, when you go to Rishi Mukparvat, again you have to cross a small river to get there. And there is like, Matanga Rishi's cave is there, and his bhajan stali is there, there's like a nice garden there. And if you go a little further, then there's another lake you cross. And then you go up. And there, it's like, the pathway is all like dilapidated and like ancient ruins there. And around Sandhya time, around the evening time, all these big centipedes come out like this big. Everywhere. Like hundreds and thousands of these centipedes come out. Massive centipedes. Like full jungle down there. And anyway, so it's very exotic, very nice. And then also there we went to Pampa Sarovar. Pampa Sarovar is the place where when Sabari was staying at Matanga Rishi's ashram, Matanga Rishi would give class and all the different rishis and the Kumars, the Rishi Kumars would be sitting there, the Brahmacharis would be sitting having class. So Sabari, she was like a tribal lady. She was living nearby. she would come every day and clean the Rishi's ashram, and she would bring some firewood and give to Matanga Rishi. And she would do some menial services like that. And when time would come for Katha, she would sit in the back and listen. So this Brahmachari Rishi Kumar, they were very, very proud. And they used to complain to Matanga Rishi, why are you letting this tribal lady come and here? She's contaminating and disturbing the atmosphere of the ashram. She's not qualified to hear all these things. Then Matanga Rishi said, no. She can stay and hear Harikatha. There's no objection. She has my permission. I want her to hear. Then they would say, if she stays here, then we will not stay here. Then Matanga Rishi said, as you like, no problem. And all the brahmacharis, they left. So then Matanga Rishi every day used to give katha to Sabari alone. And he told Sabari that one day Ram and Lakshman, Supreme Lord himself, is going to come to this area. And that time they will ask you, inquire from you about the whereabouts of Sita. And that time you tell them whatever you know. And you should serve them. And you could inquire from them about the precepts of devotion also. You can ask them, inquire them, they will help you. So, every day Sabari would stay there, and she would clean and she would put flowers on the road and make everything ready as if. And Matanga Rishi, he left from there to do his final, to enter into Samadhi, do his final bhajan. He left the ashram. So she was preparing everything in this way every day. She would bring some berries from the forest, and she would taste each berry before she would pick it. She would pick it and taste it, and if it was sweet, she would keep it one side. If it was sour, she would throw it away. She was collecting all the sweet berries, and she would keep it in a leaf cup inside the hut. And every day she would do that. And in this way, a long time passed. And she already became old. So finally, when Ram and Lakshman came there, then she saw these two princes. They were dressed, of course, like as rishis. So she asked, who are you? They said, we are Ram and Lakshman. And she began crying and she was so happy. She invited them and she served them and she gave the berries to Ram. And Ram looked at them and she ate them. He ate them and he was so happy, so sweet. He gave some to Lakshman. Lakshman was looking at the berries and thinking, oh, do I have to eat these? They've already been eaten up. Ram said, no, eat them. And then Lakshman took also. Sabari had been every day keeping a dona of these berries inside one side. Even though so many years had passed, those berries were still fresh, that is, they were picked in the morning, due to her love. So, Ram accepted her remnants, even though she was such a low caste. Therefore you can see, even in Ram Lila, that's why the coming of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so special. Before Mahaprabhu's advent even, we can see that even in Ram Lila, Ram is not having any it's not maintaining any discrimination between caste, creed, or this or that. He's accepting one service from the Vanara Kul, from the Hanuman and Supreme and others, from Jambavan, he's from the bear dynasty, Kakabhushan is the crows, from so many, all his parikas, you can see Ram's parikas are all from low caste. Jatayu, also Nisad Raj, he was also the Aborigine, he was a king, Aborigine king. He became, Ram called him his own Mitra, his own friend, sat with him on the same seat. Vibhishan, he's from a Rakshas dynasty. So you can see in Ram Lila, all the different low caste, all the different castes that no one else accepted, Ram accepted them all. So this is like laying the foundation for Mahaprabhu coming. So you can see in India especially, like, Ram Lila is so popular. And these teachings are there. Therefore this made like a foundation for Mahaprabhu coming. So when Mahaprabhu came, then he taught this same thing. That bhakti is the birthright of all living entities. Every living entity has the right to perform devotional service. And Mahaprabhu, he embraced dog eaters, chandals, sudras, Muslims, doesn't matter who it was, Mahaprabhu embraced them all and gave prem to them all. So when Ram and Lakshman, they came there, then Sabari, in this way, she served them. Then those same brahmacharis, they also came to Ram and Lakshman and said, oh, we want they also washed his feet and served him. Then Ram was happy with them. He said, "What do you want? I'll give you a benediction." They said, "Oh, that we are living nearby Pampa Sarovar, but that Sarovar, that lake has been contaminated. We want you to purify that lake for us, because it's difficult for us to stay here." So Ram was laughing. When somebody served Ram, then somebody only asked for pure devotion. But these Rishi Kumars, these brahmacharis, they're so proud that even Bhagavan Ram himself had come. They did not ask for devotion, but they asked him to clean their lake for them. So then Ram was like, "Oh, if you want to clean this lake, then you have to take the water of this lake and go wash the feet of Sabari. Take that charanamrita on your head. Then this lake will become pure, otherwise it will not." Then the brahmacharis realized their mistake. "Oh, we have committed offense to Sabari." So they realized, "Oh, Ram, Bhagavan himself is telling them, it must be true." So they went and they took the water and they washed Sabari's feet. They asked for forgiveness from her. And when they took that water on their heads, and they miraculously saw that lake, that Pampa Sarovar, it became completely clean and pure. So the Vaishnava said that anyone who has committed any kind of offense, have any kind of doubt, a doubting tendency, or any aparad, if they go and take the water of Pampa Sarovar and put it on their hand, then that tendency will be uprooted from their heart forever. All the apparatus and everything will be destroyed. The Pampa Sarovar is special. And next to that Pampa Sarovar is also Sabari's cave is there, where she performed bhajan. All these pastime places are there in his kingdom. And Anjaneya Parvat, Hanuman's birthplace. You go there, then you have to walk up this mountain. It's like, I don't know how many feet it is, but it's pretty high. It takes you like at least 15, 20 minutes maybe to walk up. Then finally you get to the top, then there are some Ramanandi Vaishnavas there. They're somehow in the caves there, and they've built a little bit there on top of the mountain. It's not so big, the top part. But they've built some house and some rooms there. And in the cave they're worshipping the deity of Hanuman and Hanuman's father and mother. Hanuman's father is Kesari and his mother is Anjaneyi. That place is called Anjaneya Parvat, Hanuman's birthplace. Take darshan on that. It's all there in Kishkinda. Today you can go and take darshan on that place. Very wonderful. So, there, Hanuman and Sugriva and Jambavan, everyone, they're all staying there in Rishi Mukh Parvat. So when Ram came, and somebody had told Ram and Lakshmana, and they had asked her, inquired from her about Sita. She told, "Yes, because I saw one Pushpa Viman, one flying airplane. There was one lady, she was on that, taking in that direction. And she pointed towards the forest where Bali and Sugriva and their kingdom was there, in that area. So Ram and Lakshman were walking in that forest. And Hanuman had spotted. Now the servants of Sugriva had spotted them. So they went and told Sugriva, "Oh, there's two princes there walking in this forest." So they were thinking what to do. Are these spies of Bali, or they're his new allies that come here to torment us? But he cannot come here in person, so he sent them here to this area. So then Sugriva said, Jambavan, he was very wise. He said, "No, you should go and find out first. You should not attack them just like that. You should find out who they are. But if they are a friend and we attack them, then a great anartha will be a great anartha. It will be a great sin. We should not do that. We should find out first." So they sent Hanuman in disguise. So Hanuman, he changed his form and he came in form of a Brahman. And that time he came to Ram and Lakshmana and he was asking them very tricky questions, this and that. And then finally, I think there was Hanuman had been given, when his childhood, he had been given one necklace by Brahma, I think. And I don't remember the details, but anyhow, Ram, he recognized it. He saw it. And therefore, was able to. Then Hanuman, then he realized actually this Ram and Lakshman, they're not foes, but they're actually friends. Then Hanuman revealed his real swarup. And he said, "Oh my Lord, Ram, you have come." And then he was so happy, then he made his form very, very big and he put Ram and Lakshman on his shoulders. And he took them all the way back to Sugriv. And Sugriv and Ram, they made close friendship. And Ram called Sugriv as his friend, Mitra, you're my friend. Considered him like on an equal level. But of course in Ram Lila, that friendship is not like the friendship that is there in Braj. In Braj, the friendship is completely free of all kind of sense of superiority. There's complete equalness in that. Sakas like Madhumanga, Subal, Sridham, Sudam, Lavanga, they all consider Krishna to be their equal, or even in some ways they all consider I am even more stronger than Krishna. And then therefore there's no obstacles to their friendship, their play. But the friendship that is in Ram Lila is actually dasya based, but with some friendship mixed in it. In other words, the mood that Sugriv has for Ram is dasya. He has dasya bhakti for Ram. But it is mixed with sakya, ras. And for Ram, he considers Sugriv like his own friend, equal. And he will place a seat next to him, and Sugriv will enjoy equal status like Ram. But in his heart, Sugriv is doing everything for the pleasure of Ram, everything in the mood of dasya, everything in the mood of service for Ram. There's some sakya, some mood of friendship is mixed there. Like Vatsalya also. The Vatsalya bhav in Ram is also based on dasya. Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra, they all have Vatsalya prem for Ram. But it is dasya based. They know that Ram is Bhagavan. They understand that fact. Therefore they are submissive, they are subordinate. But because they are his mothers, therefore they have also Vatsalya prem, mood of Vatsalya towards Ram. So Sugriv realizes also that Ram is Bhagavan. Therefore he is always in a subordinate position. So they made good friendship there with them. And then we know how finally Ram, he made it, Sugriv told Ram of his problem too. Sugriv, that my Sita has been stolen, I'm looking for her. And then Sugriv said, oh yes, we saw a flying airplane going by, this Pushpa Viman, this flying aircraft. This Pushpa Viman that Ravan had taken, it was from Kuber originally. It was so special, it could change size and shape at will and go at extreme speeds. It's not like an ordinary plane that is made out of thin aluminium and it's like basically, it's useless. If the airplane hits anything or crashes, then everyone dies. This Pushpa Viman is not like that. You can take any size, any shape, go at any speed, and it has all facility in there. It will never crash. So they said, yes, we saw one person taking one lady with her. And the lady, she was crying, help me, Ram, leave Lakshman. And Ram, hearing this, he became very, very anxious. Then what happened? Then that lady, she dropped something from the airplane. And then Ram was like, what did she say? What was that? What was that? Then Sugriv, they ordered, and one of the monkeys they brought, and they showed. It was a cloth of bundles, and inside there was Sita's ornaments. And then Ram, he became convinced. Oh, my Sita has gone in this direction. So then Sugriv, seeing the distress of Ram, he said, I promise you, I will help you find your Sita, don't worry. I will help you. He said, but I also have one small problem. He said, what is that? And he explained the whole history with Bali. Now Bali is sitting on the throne, and all my resource, everything is there. We are just a few of us here. If I were to get my kingdom back, then I could help you with full force. So then Ram said, don't worry, I will help you. Then it was agreed that Sugriv used to go challenge Bali. And go and have a fight with him. Then Ram said, I will intervene. So Sugriv then went and he started shouting at the door. He said, hey Bali, you coward, come out. You're a worm hiding in a hole. You don't want to come out, you're sitting there behind your wife's veil and you're sitting in your room with bangles on your arms. Stay there. If you're a man, come out and fight with me. Like taunting, insulting him like this and that. Then Bali was so enraged. Oh, he's calling me a coward. For a Kshatriya, the worst thing is that you call them a coward. You cannot tolerate it. It's like the worst insult. Like in India, if you call anyone a thief, it's the worst possible thing you can call them. You can swear at them, this and that, doesn't matter. Call someone a thief, it is like the worst possible insult you can think of. It means you have now questioned that person's character, his integrity. And once a thief, always a thief. And that person can never show his face in society. It is the worst humiliation to be called a thief in India. So for Kshatriya, to someone to be called a coward, it means it's like the worst insult. He has no position. So Kshatriya is a true Kshatriya. Anyone who challenges him must accept the challenge. He'll never deny a challenge. So especially someone so powerful like Bali. No match, no one equal to him. Bali had a benediction that anyone who he fights with, who's in front of him, he'll still have that person's power. In other words, he'll take half of your power and add it to his own. So no one can defeat Bali in hand-to-hand combat. It's impossible. He's so powerful. So Sugriv, he told Ram that, okay, I'm going to fight with Bali, but you should know that you cannot be defeated because of this and this. Actually, even before that, Sugriv said he was so despondent about going to fight with Bali. So that if you could show me some prowess, that would reassure me. And then Ram said, oh, what do you want me to show? And then Ram, he showed, this is the carcass of that demon, that buffalo demon that Bali had thrown. So many yojanas away. So if you can move this carcass from here, then I would also give you some reassurance. And Ram with one arrow he shot, and then the carcass went flying. The bones went flying very, very far. Is there anything else? Then Ram with one arrow, he shot, and he pierced 7 tal trees. And with one arrow, continuously. Then Sugriva was so impressed. So impressed. Later, Mahaprabhu, when he was in South India, he embraced those same 7 trees and he liberated them all. So in this way, Sugriva was reassured, oh, Ram is, yes, he's not ordinary. He's not ordinary Kshatriya. So, Sugriva went there and started challenging Bali. Bali could not tolerate these insults. That time, Bali's wife, Tara, actually, she sensed something was wrong. So, oh, my Swami, my master, don't go out now. Think with a cool head. You had already beaten Sugriv once badly. He knows he is no match for you, but now he has come and challenging you. There must be a reason why he is challenging you. And also, we have heard that these two princes have now been moving around in this area, and they have come from Ayodhya. They are not ordinary, and they have made allies with Sugriv. Can it be that they have come in a plot, they have planned some plot to kill you together, combined? Think cool enough, don't go out. So Tara was warning Bali, but Bali, no, be quiet. No one can do anything to me, I'm going to go fight. I beat him before, now I'll give him a good thrashing now also. So then Bali came out and he started fighting with Sugriv. I've heard enough of your talk, this and that. And put your hands where your mouth is. And Sugriv and Bali, they began fighting. Big battles took place. And Ram was there with his arrow, standing at some distance. He was looking, but he could not see. The brothers are so similar, he could not recognize who is Bali, who is Sugriv. So he thought, if I shoot the wrong one, then if I kill Sugriv, then it will be a big problem. So then Bali and Sugriv were fighting, and Bali gave Sugriv a good thrashing. Beat him black and blue. And Sugriv went running, and he came back to Ram. He said, oh, I should never have listened to you. Now I really saw what kind of friend you are. You sent me into the jaws of death. Just look what happened to me. And then Ram explained, no, I could not recognize who you, I could not see you were too similar. And Ram, he explained to Sugriva, please, try to understand. I did not send you to get a beating. Really, I was waiting, but I could not see the difference. Then they said that, what to do now? Sugriva said, I don't want to do this again. Then Ram said, if somehow I could be able to recognize you from a distance, make some clear mark on you, then I'll be able to shoot my arrow. So then Jambavani said, okay, we should put this garland on the neck of Sugriva, and then you'll be able to recognize who is who. And Sugriva was very, very hesitant. He didn't want to go again another time. But God realized, okay, now that he had the garland and he realized it was an honest mistake, and he agreed for, okay, one final time I'll go. But don't be late, because I cannot fight with him too long. So this time, again Sugriva came, he started shouting, hey, you coward, you nonsense. Last time I spared you. But this time I'll finish you off. Come out and fight like a man. Then that Bali became so enraged this time. What? I just gave him a good thrashing, now he's calling me a coward again. Saying that he spared me. And he came, now I'll send him to the abode of Yamaraj once and for all. He took up his club and then that time Radha begged him, please don't go. Just consider now. Yesterday you beat him and you defeated him. And now again he has come with renewed strength. Something is not right. Don't go out. And then as a custom is for Kshatriyas, whenever they go for battle, then the wives, they come and they put Vijay Tilak for victory, and they do arati. When Tara went to do the arati for Bali, then the plate slipped from her hands, and the sindar and the kumkum and everything fell on the ground. And then she was weeping, oh, this is a very bad, inauspicious omen. Then Bali did not wait, and he went out, and he started fighting with Sugriva at that time. And that time Ram was standing there with his arrow, and then he saw the battle was going on. Then an opportune moment, and Bali turned his back to Ram, and Ram took his arrow and he shot his arrow into Bali's back. And Bali fell down on the ground, dying. Then that time Ram came there, and they all came to surround Bali. And Bali started accusing Ram, oh, you coward, what kind of Kshatriya are you? What kind of person are you that shoots someone in the back like this? Said, you are Maryada Purushottam, you are Ram, I've heard so much about you. What did I ever do to you? What enmity did I ever create with you? I never even seen you before, and you shot me in the back like this. What kind of Maryada are you teaching the world? This is what you've come to teach. Shoot another Kshatriya in the back like this. Shame on you. Bali was like talking like this. Then Ram said, oh, now you're speaking big language, big words, big Maryada. Where was your Maryada when you chased out Sugriva from his kingdom? Where was your Maryada when you stole his wife? Bali had actually taken Sugriva's wife and made her her own. He was speaking all of this, he's speaking about Maryada and Dharma. You yourself are such a sinful person. Therefore, a Kshatriya, an honored Kshatriya deserves to die in battle like a Kshatriya. But you are not a Kshatriya. You are a sinner. You are a criminal. Therefore, you deserve to die like a criminal. Therefore, you deserve to die by execution. You're not worthy of an honorable death because of all your honorable acts you perform in your life. This death is suitable for you. This is completely in accordance with Dharma. Then, when Ram told Bali all about all his sins and all his wrongdoings he did, then Bali he understood, oh, it is true. I have done wrong. I have mistreated my brother, I have stolen his wife, I have done so many wrong things in my life. And therefore, this is right for me. Then Tara and all the Angad and they all came to see their father dying and husband dying. They were all crying. Then Bali he told Angad, I should serve Sugriva like you were serving me, none different. And he asked Sugriva, oh, please take care of my wife Tara. And then he said that Muni Janama Janana Muni Jadana Karai Anta Rama Kahe Avatana. The great rishis and munis, they perform austerities, but for many, many births. But at that last time, the last moment of their life, they don't chant the holy name of Ram. They don't chant the holy name. They do their tapasya and they leave their body like this. And they go to Swarga here and there. But look at the fortune of Bali. They're lying in front of Lord Ram, chanting the name Ram, Ram, Ram. He left his body. So Bali, in his last moments, he became a great bhakta, a great devotee of Ram. And he attained perfection just there. So, then Sugriva, he was appointed king after that, and then the time the rainy season came, Chaturmasya, so then Ram said, no, we can't go, now is not a good time to go searching anywhere, I'll stay here 4 months, after the 4 months, then we'll go looking for Sita. And Sugriva said, yeah, at that time I'll arrange an effort to go find her. The 4 months Sugriva was there in his kingdom, and for 4 months now he was looking, he began enjoying. He was just drinking and making merry, and for 4 months. And this way the whole Chaturmasya passed. And then Ram realized, after the Chaturmasya had gone by, no news from Sugriva, nothing. He had not come to visit him at all this whole 4 months. Then Ram became very, very angry. He said, I've been waiting patiently. I helped Sugriva attain his kingdom. Now he is neglecting me in this way. He said, Lakshman, go find out what is going on. Then Lakshman, became very, seeing Ram being angry, then Lakshman became so much more angry. Then Lakshman said, I will teach that monkey a good lesson. Who does he think he is? Then he went there and like death personified, Lakshman came and he was walking into the kingdom. All the monkeys seeing, they started running and fleeing. And news came to Jambavan and Hanuman. So they said, oh, we have to do something. If we don't pacify Lakshman now, he'll destroy everything. So they sent Sugriva's wife, you go and talk to Lakshman now and pacify. Well, meanwhile, we'll go and try to awake Sugriva. Sugriva was in the inner chambers there, and he was watching dancing and drinking alcohol. He was drunk there, and all his wives there, and enjoying like full on. So then somehow or another, they were able to get inside, and they told Sugriva, oh, Lakshman is here. And he's very, very angry. And then Sugriva, he realized, oh, what have I been doing? And he realized the time had been passed and he had neglected. So he came out. By that time, the wife of Sugriva had pacified Lakshman somewhat. Just in time for Sugriva to come out and in a humble mood, and then he asked for forgiveness and said, no, I'm just now coming to see Lord Ram. Then Sugriva came there in front of Lord Ram and he said, oh, please forgive me, I have been neglectful of your Lotus feet. And he said, now, tomorrow I'm going to hold a meeting, and then we're going to plan how we're going to find your Sita. And they had a meeting, and then they decided we're going to send monkeys here and there. They sent to the north, south, east, west, all over India. Big scouting parties here and there. Actually, all the different monkey races and all the different generals and kings of different lands, they all come there on Sugriva's request. And then now they went here and there looking for Sita. Then we know that Hanuman's party, along with Jambavan and Nal-Nil and Angad, they went to the east. And then we know how ultimately they went to the east, and there Hanuman, and he was able to go and actually find Sita from Lanka. But that is also Ramayana is very long kata. It takes a long time, so another day we can discuss that. But so they can see Hanuman, when he went to Lanka, we know that Hanuman, he is the embodiment of Dasya Bhakti. He is serving Ram and Lakshman in all ways, so many ways. And he ultimately found Sita for Lord Ram. And when he was there, he fought with the demons, he killed Akshay Kumar, Raman's own son there, he burnt down Lanka. And so someone may argue, how is Hanuman How is he a devotee? He is not Trinada Pisuna. He is very violent. He is a very violent, aggressive monkey, killing people left and right and burning this and that. No. Because Ravana and his Rakshasas, they are inimical to Bhagavan. They are inimical. Therefore they deserve a punishment. Therefore, someone who is inimical to the devotee, inimical to devotion, then said that Krodha Dvesi Jana in Prem Bhakti Chandika Mahanarathana Thakur said, show your anger towards those who are inimical. And your calm, offer that to Bhagavan. Krishna Kam Arpane. Krodha Dvesi Jana. Have greed for Sadhu Sangha. Whatever these different tendencies are, somehow or another dovetail them into the service of the Lord. So Hanuman, he took his anger and he offered it into the service of Ram by using it against those who are inimical to Ram. So this is really his Trinada Pisunisan. Trinada Pisunisan doesn't mean that someone comes and insults your Gurudev and your Guru Parampara, Bhagavan, and then you just sit there like a mouse, silently listening to everything. It said that Sammati Mauna Lakshanam. If someone says something and you are silent, that means you agree. Therefore, when the Dushashan was disrobing Draupadi, Bhishma, Pitama and Dronacharya, they didn't say a word. Therefore, in other words, they were in agreement with it. Therefore, they took part of that sin. So if someone comes and offends Guru and Vaishnavas or commits offense to Thakurji, and you just sit there and tolerate everything, then you also have to take part in that aparad. Therefore, Rupa Goswami said that anyone who is inimical, you should cut their tongue out. Cut their tongue out doesn't mean that you take a sword and or a knife, you grab their tongue and you cut it off. Or bite their tongue out. Not like that. It means that you say something, give them a befitting reply that they will not be able to speak anymore. You shut their mouth up by giving a proper reply. And then they'll start stuttering and they will not be able to give a proper answer. They'll have to think. And that time you've got them. Then everyone will see. They have no comeback. Make them feel ashamed. Or silence them in that way by your words. And if you cannot do that, then you run away. Go to senior Vaishnavas. Then I said that you should go to the Ganga or the Yamuna and take bath with all your clothes on. If you hear criticism of Guru and Vaishnavas, then the only atonement for that is take bath in the holy river with all your clothes on. So Trinada Pisunisan doesn't mean you tolerate all the nonsense that's going on. So here it's saying that devotees are submissive to Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas and tolerate all attacks upon themselves. But showing deference to demons is a sign of a coward and not a devotee. So if someone attacks you, then you don't retaliate with that. To save your life, you can run away. You don't get into a fight with them. So, Trinada Pisunisan, that you tolerate all difficulties on your own self. But for problems that come upon the neck of Guru and Vaishnava, then we should definitely try to prevent them and stop those disturbances. Then, this is real Sambandhagyan. This is real understanding of one's relationship with Guru, Vaishnava and Bhagavan. And you know how to act in the proper way. Sakala samman korite shakati deho nata yata yata. Tabe to gaibo harinama sukhe aparada habe hata. We have knowing how to offer respect to others according to their position. This is real Trinada Pisunisan. And that time, tabe to gaibo harinama sukhe. Then you'll be able to chant the holy name peacefully. Aparada habe hata. Then all your aparada will be hut. It will go away, far away. But then this is real sambandha, real relationship. We should pray for this. Trinada Pisunisan. Pray for this awakening of this relationship, then you'll be able to serve like Hanuman. You'll be able to have this kind of mood of dasya, this pure prem in your heart. Of course, no one can serve like Hanuman. Hanuman is a Nityasiddha bodyguard. You cannot think that we can ever attain his position. Hanuman is so qualified. But whatever Guru and Vaishnava have teaching us, and whatever goal they have set for us, we can aspire for that. So, today's finish here, and glorification of Sri Guru Pada Padma, when we continue on in the evening, we'll hear more glorifications then. And we'll continue tomorrow with this Sri Guru Darshan. Gaur Premananda Hare Hare Haribo Jai Shri Guru Pad Padma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Jai Shri Guru Darshan Ki Jai Satchidanand Gaur Hari Ki Jai Swaparshada Gaur Hari Ki Jai Jai Shri Ram Lakshman Hanuman Ki Jai Nandagati Vaishnavinya Ki Jai Samad Bhakti Vinya Ki Jai Gaur Premananda Hare Hare